Hey Lizzie gang, what's good? What's goody? I know I'm a little late with all of the rest in peace Nipsey and everything like that, but I was reading the story that's been posted online since yesterday, and y'all, it breaks my heart. Like, this right here breaks my fucking heart. This man was shot down 6 times in front of his clothing store in South Central Los Angeles. Y'all, 6 times. Imagine that a father who had his daughter was with him yesterday when he got shot 6 times in front of his clothing store. 6 times. Like, that right there, like, do something to me. Because he had his daughter now with him. And to be gunned down in broad daylight is sickening. Like, sickening. People saying it's the government that did this, or if it was gang related. I don't care what it was, but to have this man to be gunned down 6 times at his clothing store while he had his child with him is ridiculous. It's sad. I hope the police find whoever did this to him, because for me, if I was a mother and my child's father was gunned down, I will do every and anything to have the person behind jail, because to be gunned down 6 times and one of the bullets went to his head, like, seriously. And they talking about his military style. Hey Cherry, how you doing? They said it was a military execution. And I was like, are you serious? Like, military execution. Yes, it's sad, Cherry. It is so sad. I've been up all night reading articles and everything. I had just finished watching him and Lauren Q&A video on YouTube yesterday, an hour before I get back on Facebook and Instagram to see that he been gunned down and killed. And it's sad because he had his daughter with him. That's what is like pissing me off. This person, whoever it is, shot him while he had his kid with him. His daughter, they saying that his daughter was with him at the store with him when he got gunned down. Like, seriously, who does that? Like, who does that to a father, a son? He was giving back to the community. He owned half of the shopping center from at the end all the way to the other part of the other end was all his, was family business. Him and his family well, I think he bought it, but he put his family in charge of all the business that he was putting there. He owned a barber shop, a restaurant, the clothing store. I think he owned a phone store. Like, seriously, he was doing. This man was doing, like, giving back to his community. The helping with the kids in the community, everything. And for him to be gunned down like a dog in front of his clothing store pissed me off. Like, seriously, it pissed me off. Like, I was in here crying because I was like, so where was his daughter? Was she at the barbershop, the restaurant, or at the clothing store? Where was she at this time? Because she could end up got shot herself. That's that's my main focus is where was she at? Like, seriously. Yes, I pray for his family. My prayers go out to his family and Lauren at this time. And I was like, I had just watched their Q&A video because it had popped up on my timeline, on my timeline when you enter YouTube, and that was the first thing I seen. So I was like, why not watch it? You know, they seen, I always see them, on Instagram posting pictures of each other and all that stuff. I'm like, oh, this is cute. So I'm gonna watch it. And after I watched that video, I get on Facebook and I get on Instagram and see that the Shade Room had posted Nipsey Hussle reportedly been shot down in front of his clothing store. And I had to go in there, had to Google, I went to Google, type it in, see what was going on. And the first thing I see, Nipsey Hussle passed away at the age of 33 from a gunshot wound. And one of the gunshot wounds was to his head. Shot 6 times. They said 5 times in the chest and in the head. And they saying it was military execution style. Because he was about to do a documentary about that doctor that Lisa Left Eye Lopez went to see back in Honduras back in 2001 where she got killed at. Yeah, he was going to do a documentary on him. And they thinking it might be the reason why he got killed. I don't know. But for him to be gunned down like that like that don't make no sense. Like, it doesn't. It don't make no sense at all. And for him to have his child with him, it really did. It did a number on me, because if I had a child and my child father had been gunned down, I don't know. I really don't know. They saying, from what I have read all night long, they saying it was a military execution style shooting. I don't know nothing about the military. Never been in the military, so I don't know what procedure they do in the military. I don't know. Really, I don't know. They saying it's the government done it. Then they said it's gang related. I don't know. But for him to be gunned down like that, sickens me to my stomach. Then I seen on Instagram where this boy was talking about he's the one who shot him and all. I was like, listen, don't disrespect him right now. Like, this man has been gunned down in his community where he grew up at, gunned down in front of his store. He probably was there to do inventory, check out all the stuff, make sure everything was good, like a normal business person would do. If I was a business owner, I would go and check and make sure my store is good and everything like that. But for him to be shot in the head, though, that's... And then you have other people who got shot too. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. And I had just seen him and Lauren, what was it, the Grammys or something? I forgot where it was at. I think it was the Grammys or the Oscar. I think it was the Grammys. Yeah, the Grammys. I tell my mama every day I love her. Like, cause you don't know when it's your time to go. I tell my daddy I love him, my grandma, my grandpa. I tell all my friends and family that I love them. Because you don't know when it's time for you to go. Because a bullet don't have a name on it. Like, this is one of my, like, I'm literally scared. Because it hit home for me. It really did. This right here this right here hit home for me. Because my cousin husband got murdered similar to how Nipsey got killed. It hit home for me. Like, I literally cried when I seen it, because I had just listened to one of his songs earlier yesterday, because I was like, you know what, I'm on my I was listening to my Apple Music, so I'm just listening, and one of his songs, I got like 6 of his songs on my playlist. So when his song came, I had it on repeat because that's one of my favorite songs from him. Like, this is crazy. Like, I hope they find whoever did this to him, because, yo, that's crazy. In my mind, I'm still thinking, like, his daughter was dead. And she probably saw that. And then her mind probably messed up. Alright. You have a wonderful night. It's crazy. But, y'all, please keep his family, his friends, his loved ones in prayer right now. because God is God God is telling us something for real, for real. I don't know if it's the government. I don't know if he. I don't know, but just keep him, his family, and everybody in prayer. And I hope the police of LA finds out who did this to him, because justice needs to be served right now, because this man was doing positive, wonderful things for his community, giving back to his community, open up stuff, open up businesses to help the community and everything. And for him to be gunned down in front of his store while he had his daughter with him, it's crazy. It really is. This time. So that's all I had to say. And thank y'all for watching this video, because right now I just need to pray and pray. But yeah, I'll talk to y'all